Our first subject of today is a recent attack in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The attack was initiated by one of our Axis enemies, the Japanese. The attack commenced at 7:55 a.m. this morning and lasted until 9:45. The ruthless Japanese Air Force bombers and newly discovered kamikaze pilots came in two waves, one at 7:55 and then a second run 45 minutes after. All 8 U.S. battleships in the area were either damaged or sunk, and human casualties are still being counted. Does this mark the beginning of our involvement in the next World War? Tune in next time to find out.
Welcome to our entertainment segment of our broadcast. Our star we are highlighting today is Judy Garland. Garland is an American actress most known for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. She's now starred in several more musicals such as Strike Up the Band, Babes of Broadway, and For Me and My Gal. Recently, in Garland's love life, she's divorced from David Rose and now is going to marry Vincent Minnelli. Garland and Minnelli met on set of the movie Meet Me in St. Louis. Minnelli was the director of the film. Will this marriage last? Only time will tell.
Welcome to our fashion segment of Mac News. To start off, we are going to talk about clothing trends during the Second World War. American fashion during the Second World War was heavily influenced by the wartime efforts. Many men wore simple military outfits, which were made very simple due to the lack of clothing. All clothes were rationed and were made more simple to reduce the amount of fabric, which was mostly viscose and rayon, used to reduce the price. Women's fashion was heavily influenced by Rosie the Riveter and working women. Clothing's main priority during World War II was to cover the body and designed for fighting and working people.
Welcome to the Mac News Sports section. Today we're talking about college sports. College sports have been affected by the World War due to the drafting age shift from 21 to 18. Originally, college sports were very populated. However, the draft is now taking players into the military instead of their college programs. Another big change in the world of sports, Jackie Robinson becomes the first African American to play Major League Baseball. He was drafted by the Dodgers in 1946 and continues to baffle the opponents with his extreme athleticism.
Hey there, Cracker Jacks are the perfect snack to eat when hanging out with your pals, for lunch, going to ball games, or just for your enjoyment. It's a mix of delicious caramel-covered popcorn and peanuts. The more you eat Cracker Jacks, the more you can't get enough.
Inside each Cracker Jack, there is an exclusive prize, which makes them great for young kids. There are new prizes within every box. The more you eat, the more you want. Cracker Jack. Buy them at your local grocery store today for only 50 cents a pop.
Casablanca hit theaters January 23rd, 1943. This hit movie stars Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid. The plot of the film is Rick Blaine, played by Bogart, owns a nightclub in Casablanca, Morocco. An old flame named Ilsa, played by Ingrid Bergman, is in town, and her husband Victor Laszlo, played by Paul Henreid. Isla and Victor are trying to escape the Nazis, and they ask Blaine to help them. Casablanca is a good movie for those who like drama, adventure, and romance. It's a film you don't want to miss. And now for the commercial break.
Want to know the best way to quench your thirst after a long day of work? Coca-Cola is the most refreshing drink on the market. It will do a fantastic job re-energizing you, and it all comes along with great taste. Another great use for Coca-Cola is for relaxation. Its taste will soothe you and put all your worries behind. Drink Coke. It's delicious and refreshing. As the war came to an end, the clothing trends shifted in America. With the end of the World War came more vibrant colors and patterns influenced by West European countries. Men wore colorful button-downs with slacks with a hat to top off the look. Hawaiian and Caruso shirts became more popular throughout the 40s as well. Women's fashion made a shift from dark to colorful. Dresses were shorter and cinched at the waist for a more feminine shape. Makeup and hair was nicely kept along with nails to look bright and youthful. Claire McCardle was an American fashion designer who heavily influenced American fashion as well as introduced sportswear as a more common style to wear. That is it for our fashion segment.
We're in a time of need, America. The Axis powers are back and stronger than ever. We need you to help out the U.S. Army. Just head on down to your local military recruiting office, and on your 18th birthday, you'll be all set to join the Army. Let Mom and Dad know that you'll be home soon and that you're happy to help the greatest country in the world. Uncle Sam thanks you and your generous commitment to the war.
Don't you wish that flying wasn't just for the rich and it didn't take days to get to your destination? That is now a reality. Today, July 27, 1949, marks a day in history. The British de Havilland Comet flew its first test flight in England. This aircraft is the first jet-propelled airliner and it will shrink airtime travel in half, marking a revolutionary in the airline industry. The Comet was created by English aircraft designer Sir Geoffrey de Havilland. De Havilland has also contributed to designing aircraft in World War II. Thanks to de Havilland, it is this test flight that are successful, and it will make travel time lickety split. To be updated on the story, tune into Mac News on Channel 6.
Hello everyone, we are here with comedian, actor, singer, dancer, author, and athlete Bob Hope. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
So Bob, where are you from?
I spent the first few years of my life in England. My father was a stonesman. I moved to Cleveland in 1907, where me and 6 of my brothers all had multiple jobs to help out my parents.
What kind of jobs did you have?
I've had a lot of jobs, but my favorite jobs are probably being a soda jerk and a shoe salesman.
When do you think your career really started to take off?
Well, when I first starred in a Broadway musical called Roberta in the 1930s, in which my career in comedy really took off. In 1949, I made a film along with Bing Crosby and Dorothy Lamour called The Road to Singapore. And me and Bing, we remained really good friends. One of my favorite I have one of my favorite jobs I've ever done is hosting the Academy Awards.
Everyone loved your jokes when you hosted. Now I want to talk about something that people might not know about you. Tell me about your time entertaining American soldiers during World War II.
Yeah, me and my wife Dolores, we have 4 kids. We spent a lot of our Christmases with the troops. In 1941, I started a radio show for the California base. Then I traveled to the USO to entertain our troops overseas.
That is just amazing. For our last question, what do you see coming up for yourself in the near future?
Well, I want to continue my work with the U.S. troops, and I hope to have my own small show on NBC in the near future.
Well, Bob Hope, it's been a pleasure to have you. I hope we can see you sometime soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks, everyone.